And we live on the stream as well. We back. Another episode is here. Appreciate all y'all tuning in on YouTube, on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Appreciate everybody else on IG watching our live stream as well. We're back with another episode of Section.300, where real fans talk real life. I'm your host, Just Say G, alongside my boy Alec Foster, and we are here with episode 59. Like I said, appreciate everybody.
I can do the other way if you want. Hold up.
However you want, bro. However you want.
That works.
Yep. And now as everything's put up, we can get rolling with things. As you can see, for the both of us, both have these shirts on. Me and Alec have these shirts on. Success ain't an accident. That is a brand that I've mentioned on here a few times. A brand that I've been working on. A brand called Breadwinners Inc. that I started a while back. It's an inspirational clothing brand reminding folks that success ain't an accident, as our shirts say, getting people up and active and pursuing their goals. So this is something that's been on my mind for a long while, trying to get it right and push it out to you guys. And we've revamped it today and officially announced the relaunch. And you can go on Breadwinners Inc. On IG and DM us there and get in contact with us there to get this thing rolling. So yeah, if you want a shirt, go ahead and DM.
I gotta get one of those new tank tops, bro.
Mm-hmm. And we got these first shirts, just Success Ain't Accident, on there. Cop these while they're still available. Got a few left, but we got great things on the way. So yeah, I had to make that quick announcement, and now we can get rolling with our other things. And I've talked for 2 minutes now. Where do you want to start? I really don't even know. That's too much.
Where should we start? I mean, we were just talking about the KD stuff that's been coming out recently about his Golden State Warriors days. So you want to go there?
Might as well. Let's start. Let's get straight to it. So, news. There's been a what's it called? Is it a book that's coming out? I guess that's surrounding the Warriors and their whole dynasty.
It's a book. I don't know who's writing it, but
I was actually listening to it on the radio. I was driving around earlier today with Lexi again, and it was on the radio. And I guess one of the writers was someone that's been following the show that's been following the Warriors for a long while. He's followed them before they were big. He's following them during the Monte Ellis days. He was following them during that time, and then continued to follow them as they became the dynasty that they are today, or that they were up until today. So he saw it from start to finish and has a book that commemorates it all and sums it up and from his perspective why it rose and why it fell to where we are right now. So with that, as you mentioned, Kevin Durant is an integral part of that all. And he talked a whole lot about Kevin Durant's role in that dynasty and why he now is no longer there and why the dynasty has folded. So yeah, there's definitely a whole lot of debate going on about that. And what do you think about KD's role with the Warriors?
I mean, I think we've seen that KD definitely is someone who cares about public opinion for sure.
Right.
I think we've seen that with the multiple burner accounts that have come out, and him getting caught like sticking up for himself and trashing other teammates or other people in the organization from other accounts and stuff. So it's clear that he cares a lot about what people think about him.
Right.
And I think that trickled into like when he became a Warrior. Like I think he thought it was gonna be smooth sailing, just based on the basketball fit. But like the stuff outside the lines is what really affected him too, and what ended up in him ultimately leaving as well. So
yeah, I hear you loud and clear, and definitely understand that. With the Warriors, KD definitely is someone who cared about public opinion a whole lot, and because of that, it affected a lot of the reasons why they fell apart. Him allowing the media to get to his head, him allowing them to create that divide amongst them is a big reason why they no longer are the team that they are. They no longer are a unit right now. So yeah, I definitely get what you're saying, and I think with KD, when he has shown from damn near day one that he cares about public opinion. I know people continue to try to say, "Oh, you're an elite athlete. You shouldn't care. You're supposed to have tough skin." Some people care, and that's just who they are, and that's the nature of who they are. So when that's the case, you can knock a man for caring about for being that way. If someone shows who they are, you can't be mad at them you can't continue to push them to change when they have shown that they're going to stay that way. So I think KD being who he is not his fault. It's more the media reaction to it. So him being that way, then it just the media, like I said, not going to the media, them being able to pick at him and do what they do, I think it shows more of it shows more of a bad light on us, the fans, the media, all.
You got to know as an athlete too that like that comes with the territory. Like you're gonna be one of the most scrutinized people if you're top 2, arguably best player in the league. You kind of gotta have a thick skin like to be on that platform as well too.
Sure, but I think a large portion of the reason why he went to Golden State was because at first, when they were rising into the otherworldly team that they were becoming, all they got was praise. Everybody was on them, and they were beloved by many. At least from my memory of it, as they were going on that rise and they were going on that 73-9 season, people were not rooting against them; they were cheering for them. They were. Yes, there were those, of course, always rooting for for a loss or here or there, but everyone seemed to respect the greatness, and that's why they were so mad when KD got there. But from KD's perspective, he's like, I'm going to this team that's beloved by everybody. I want to be loved too, and I'm here now. And y'all just continue to tear us apart, and I don't get it. So yeah, I get why. I get both sides, but yeah, I think there's a little bit of blame on both, in my opinion.
I think there's clearly multiple ways to look at it. I mean, you could be a little sympathetic to KD, I guess.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, he's not the only one that like has to go through like. LeBron got killed for his move too,
right?
Like when he went to Miami as well, and like so he's not like the first person to go through this. And he was a free agent, and he made the choice too. So like you kind of have to expect some blowback when you make that choice to go to the team that just beat you, go to a team that won the championship a year before. Like I just feel like you have to kind of prepare yourself for that. And maybe he like underestimated the extent to how the media was going to attack him and how fans, even Golden State fans, were going to attack him. He might have thought it would have just been all love in Golden State because they're winning.
Right.
I mean, they built their Steph and Clay and Draymond had built their loyalty with the organization already. So he was kind of, you can't say jumping on the bandwagon because he was a major part of their success too, but he jumped on the success they already had as well. So,
yeah. So that definitely was a major factor into it all. I think also with KD, he didn't fully understand why the hate was so strong, because we did love KD and everyone loved him and loved what he was doing in Oklahoma City, and he didn't really understand how much of a traitor that people viewed him as. I was someone to embrace his move, understanding him seeing the perfect fit that Golden State was. But him, I think he saw it the same way and didn't realize that there's a whole bunch of other people that were like, this man is being a traitor by going to this team that just beat him. He the competitiveness that the fans have, I don't think he ever really had, and it showed with the move and his reaction to the criticism that he got. Then you mentioned about the loyalty that Steph and Clay and Draymond established in Golden State. When he got there, it was clear that they were cemented there as well, because the media kept trying to poke at KD about all the loyalties there. They kept trying to see how loyal he was to the team. I think there was a question someone brought up, and it might have been in the book that's coming out, talking about how there were multiple times when people would come up to KD, oh, hey, KD, who do you think is a better player, Steph or Kyrie? And it's like, I mean,
you're right.
Like, what am I supposed to say to that? I don't know why you're even asking questions. You just know what I'm saying. But it's such a thing where you see that they're trying to poke at his loyalty and trying to get any type of clickbait out of him, and he got fed up with it. Then you add the Draymond situation, all the other things on top of that, and he was just like, "This is not for me. Like this is ridiculous." So that led to him doing what he did. So yeah, definitely a crazy thing. I don't know if I'm gonna read the book, but I may skim through it if it
probably not, but we definitely gonna keep seeing the people pulling quotes from it. KD reacting badly to criticism.
Absolutely. So I'm definitely gonna look forward to all of that as it continues to break. So that was definitely one thing that was major during this time over this last week. Also mentioned KD. KD's in the NBA, and the NBA is not going on right now. We're supposed to be at the start of the playoffs, but coronavirus still has shut things down. Coronavirus still sweeping the nation, and the death rate isn't as bad as people believed it will continue to be. I think it's only around like 30,000, I believe is the total, but still it's enough to cause the situation that we're in right now. So everybody continue, as we keep saying, wash your hands, wash your ass, and we'll be just fine. So that's continuing to go on. I mean, with that, we're seeing the effects it has as we talk about here on the sports world. So with all that going on, I think we've seen places such as Florida who has said, Florida being Florida, sports are an essential business. So at least UFC is coming back. I believe they have said they're going to try to get that back sooner than later. But a lot of things are still shut down. So what do you think? How soon do you think we're going to end up seeing anything outside of the UFC, I guess, back in action?
Just in the sports world? Well, we saw, I guess, yesterday that Trump's got a committee with like Adam Silver and I think maybe Roger Goodell and like Jerry Jones and Mark Cuban, a couple of owners and stuff. So, I mean, he clearly, and he said too, he's like, we need sports back, which I don't know if that's the most paramount thing right now, but I mean, I would enjoy to see some sports. I think the health of the entire population is a little more important, but it seems like Trump is pushing for sports to come back too. And Adam Silver most likely would be kind of the spearhead, like you said in the last podcast. Seems like other leagues kind of follow what he does as a commissioner. Like they were the first to cancel those season. I mean, after like Italy had done it abroad, but the first like major American sport to cancel their season. So it seems like maybe the NBA will start off that trend of coming back. We'll see. What do you think?
Yeah, in my eyes, it still rolls through Adam Silver and NBA. So I don't know what call they're going to make. Like you said, and what we see in the comments, people are talking about Lexi, and people are commenting, talking about Trump is talking sports this week and has the group you have mentioned that's coming together to try to figure this thing out. I think you would agree. Entertainment is not the most important thing right now.
Right.
Like I get why Trump is trying to do that, because you want to have some kind of positive in the midst of all this.
Yeah. And a distraction too.
Yeah, things are bad, but here's a distraction. Get your mind off of it. Watch the NBA, watch baseball, watch whatever you need. So I get it, but at the same time, the people that are involved in these sports are not robots. They have families and lives that are affected as well. We just saw this last week. RIP to Mother Towns. Carl Anthony Towns' mother passed away. There are people whose families are getting involved, like getting affected by this virus, that make you have a pause on the entertainment side. Make you look at the life that actually is going on. So I think we have to wait for all of that to die down, get much more control over it all. It may be not till June or July, but so be it. If that means when we come back, everybody's fully healthy and this wave has gone by, then so be it. But yeah, I'm not personally even in a rush myself to watch anything. I'd rather everybody be safe first. So
it's looking like too that like when they come back, that fans aren't going to be allowed, which would probably be a good idea to first not have thousands of people gathering like right after we say it's okay to gather in groups again. Like I think it may not be something the players want to do and the owners want to do, but I think it probably would make better public health sense to not have fans for a little bit at the live games too. So
I think all that you're talking about, you're saying all that health wise, correct?
Yeah.
I'm saying in regards to the sport itself, do you think not having fans in the building affects the games at all?
Do I think it affects the game? I think it'll probably affect how players play. Like people were saying like LeBron's going to drop 60 a game in that environment just because it's more of like a pickup game style. And I think fans and scrutiny do like play a little bit of an importance in those games where you have 20-some thousand people there, and if it's just players, coaches, refs, and everybody just going hard, I think you lose some of the intensity because I think fans add to the game.
Of course.
But in some ways, you kind of up the intensity for the players on the court, too. So I think it does change the game a little bit.
Yeah, it does change the game, but I think it's actually the flip of what people are talking about. People are talking about how LeBron's going to start going up for 60 a night in every game. I think it's more for the bench guys that come into the game and they feel less pressure from the outside. Yeah, fans yelling at you, and all the outside pressure now eliminated, and guys play a little bit more free when it's just you.
Yeah, more loose. Yeah,
it becomes like the pickup games you mentioned. It becomes the off season. We saw everybody in that one gym, everybody hooped them together. All those guys that were nobodies that in that gym, Hoodie Mello and all those other guys look like superstars all again. So
and there's no like home court advantage either too when you have fans. It's just like square up, just as we are. Like you don't have that, and I don't think you get like the home court advantage either, like from the refs too. Like
not at all.
Fans at all. So because the refs are being judged as well too by the player, and they're hearing it all from coaches and players and fans too. So I think it changes it a little bit for everybody if there's no fans there.
Definitely. So yeah, we definitely shall see with all of that. Hopefully like I said, I'm not in a rush, but if we see it soon, the sooner the better, I guess, for those that are in a rush for it. And yeah, hopefully they can figure something out. Hopefully we can get all this died down and back to some kind of normalcy in the near future. So yeah, that's going on a broad level. Everything's shut down for the moment. Everybody's trying to figure things out. NBA is shut down, MLB is shut down. All this stuff is going on. And in the midst of that as well, somewhere that we went earlier this season was the XFL. We went and saw a game. And reported that the XFL is falling apart right now because
they filed for bankruptcy.
Yeah, they filed for bankruptcy. The season got cut short because of all that's going on, and it's kind of sent them into a spiral. I've seen online the last few weeks that people that are involved, social media managers and things of that nature, have been starting to get let go. They're starting to cut down their entire staff, the XFL. Anybody that's involved, they're starting to let everybody go. So it's not looking bright for the XFL. And it's an interesting thing because though the XFL seemed like a better league in regards to product and everything compared to the AAF from a year or two ago, the XFL actually played less games than the AAF. And obviously there's unfortunate circumstances that led to it, but it's crazy how the XFL was bragging before it started that this is going to be the legit one. We're going to do better than the AAF did. We're going to last a whole lot longer. And then this happens, and they actually end up doing worse.
Yeah. I mean, they were trending in the right direction for sure.
Absolutely.
I think you think they'll come back after the virus, don't you?
If they don't go completely under right now, then yeah, I can see them. If they can find a way to hold on some kind of way during this time, I can definitely see them back, and I would love them too. So yeah,
because it seemed like fan support was definitely growing too, and even like LA is a big market, but some of the other team, like I think Seattle and maybe like St. Louis had a team that was getting a lot of fans and seats for their games too. So I think it's something that they could definitely bring back because they had a good product for sure, as we saw. So
that and proof of the quality of the product was from once the season ended, guys were getting called up to the NFL.
Right.
When the quarterbacks got signed, a couple of receivers got signed. I don't know if our guy Spruce did, but I know.
I was about to say your boy Spruce.
I got picked up, and I was very happy to see that. So them having the quality there, I think they can come back around and make something happen. So I think if things continue to go bad for the XFL by themselves, go ahead and call the NFL. The NFL should see that and be like, hey, we're already pulling guys from there. Let's make them our minor league team. Let's buy them some kind of way, make them our minor league. However you want to do it, some kind of way to keep them afloat, because there is a positive to having them there, feeding back into your league later on. So yeah, I hope the XFL works out. I would love to go to another game when next time they come back around. Definitely was a fun time when we went that one time. So yeah, I'm hoping for the best for the XFL, and it sucks that we're in this spot and they have to go through that. So yeah, we should see.
Yeah, but the NFL still marching on with their NFL draft, correct?
The draft is going on. Things are continuing to go on. We still have trades going on as well. Brandon Cooks got traded this last week, I believe, to the Texans after the Texans traded away.
They're trying to make up for that bad Hopkins trade.
Yeah, and they didn't. And I was mentioning to you how with Brandon Cooks, he could be the first person who traded 3 times for 3 first-round picks. He got sent to Houston for like a fourth rounder or something.
Yeah.
I really don't know what Bill O'Brien. I don't know what the goal is, dude. Like, it's not a good look at all right now. So hopefully Brandon Cooks is at least decent.
Brandon Cooks has already had like 7 concussions, though. I don't know how long his tenure goes.
That's also my point. Like, I don't know why they would target him. Like, if you're gonna make a trade, try to go get Cup from the Rams or somebody else. I don't know why you want at this point. So yeah, it's just a weird situation that they're in right now, and all you do is put your hands up. They continue to allow Bill O'Brien to be there and control the whole thing. So he's done what he does, and they just got to deal with it. So until he's gone, because he seems to be the one causing the issues, then it's not going to change. So we shall see. Praying for Deshaun Watson over there, man, because it could get real nasty this season, no doubt. Also now, as you mentioned, you got the draft coming up too, and draft is supposed to be 2 weeks from now also, and stuff's going on. People are still mad about it all being online, but they're going to continue to carry on with how they're doing. And what do you feel about how they're running things over there?
I mean, I'm interested to see how it works. I mean, people are complaining like you could have issues of like with it being all online and being technical, like some like fraudulent type activities and stuff. But it'll be interesting to see how that goes, because we've never seen a draft not happen in person. I mean, like we've said many times, this is very unprecedented times. What'd you say?
It's gonna feel like a fantasy draft.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it too. Yeah, low key. Like I hope some of them have played fantasy football before, because those skills they might have to call us up. And
y'all need Ravens, man. While we're here, because the Ravens are one of the teams complaining. I don't care what hack going on. I don't care what happens. Just give me one of these receivers. I don't care about nothing else. Yeah. Give me one receiver to pair with Hollywood, and I'm straight. The rest of our picks are hacked. They can get traded by accident. I don't care. Give me just one receiver. I'm cool. I'm cool.
Accidentally trade Lamar Jackson for like a 4th rounder or something.
Let's not get crazy. Let's not get crazy. I don't want all that. But we'd love to get him some help though on the outside. So yeah. Definitely looking forward to that. So yeah, that's all things NFL that I can think of right now. So actually we're talking about people that might get drafted. There's guys already in the league with a lot of stuff going on as well. Odell Beckham Jr. is up for trade, is in the trade block again. The Browns are, I don't know what the Browns are doing. It's always something. And Odell not working out over there. Right. As we kind of all expected. I mean, people were hyped once he first got there because of all the lineups that they thought were going to produce great things, but clearly he has not meshed well there. And I guess ahead of the draft, they're seeing if they could possibly move him and get a pick or something back return.
He hasn't meshed well. I guess it has to be the perfect situation, like suited for him.
I don't think he needs the perfect situation, to be honest. He just needs a quarterback that'll get him the ball.
I guess. I guess we've yet to see that, like someone who can get him on a consistent basis. Yeah.
A Q can get him the ball right, and at least one other receiver that can just give him some space.
Well, he had that in Cleveland, though. Not the quarterback, but like he had Jarvis and who's the other person I'm missing?
Yeah,
he got hurt.
There were guys there, but still it seemed like he was the one that was facing the most pressure a majority of the time, which is why Jarvis and Njoku were able to do what they did last season. So I think Odell attracts so much attention that other guys end up seeming like they're actually somebody until Odell's off the field. So yeah, we definitely shall see how that works out. I don't know how where a great fit would be, but I just know that if he has some more room to operate, things work out well for him. I know he also was working through injury as well. So
right.
We just gotta wait and see, I guess. So yeah. A lot of stuff going on there with Odell. Also, something that kind of on the funnier side, talked about Drew Brees a few weeks ago, and Drew Brees kind of debating about a return, and he solidified that, and I think he signed a 2-year deal. But now he also has confirmed that after his career, he's going to be on the sideline reporting for CBS or somebody like that. Like he's already making post-career commitments. And if you're in New Orleans, I'd be kind of cautious about that. When you have guys already confirming where they're going to be after their career, it's like, wait, we need to focus for right now. We still think we have a Super Bowl level team. And if you are here and focused, we can get that done. So
right.
Yeah, hopefully he's not looking too far ahead. I know he definitely has a family that he cares about and wants to continue to fill their pockets and make sure they're safe in the long run. But just in football regards, you don't want to look too far ahead because your feelings could get real shaky about that. So
I guess he saw the bag that Tony Romo got. He was like, "Hey,
he saw Tony Romo bag." Hey man, listen. If that bag is calling, pull Vontae
Davis, the bag and not have to
Vontae around, go the deuce, man. I'm out of here. We shall see, man. Oh, with that, speaking of Vontae, LaShawn McCoy and another one of his teammates, one of Vontae Davis' teammates from the Bills, were on live this last week joking about the situation. And bro, that
was funny.
Vontae's crazy, dude.
He was like, "I'm out."
It seemed like it was like a halftime. It seemed like it was a halftime decision. Like he walked in at halftime and was like, "Oh yeah." I think
one of the teammates said like, "Yeah," he was like, "That was that was it." It's like, what do you mean? Like until next half, whatever. It's like, it's like, nah, that was my last possession.
How you walk off mid game just like I'm out. I was like, whoa.
And it was the first game of the season. Like, why didn't you just do that after the end of last season? Like, why'd you wait till going through all the training camp,
all the workouts, OTAs, all the stuff you're going through, and then the first game you get halfway through and you just like, I'm out. Like this is enough. It's crazy, bro.
I think he was having like a decent game too. Like it wasn't like bad. Like they weren't getting like washed.
The Bills, I thought the first game got beat down by somebody, or was it?
Did they?
I thought so, but
I forget who they played. It's the Bills, but
yeah, it's the Bills. I get you, but yeah, definitely weird and funny and all of that. It's crazy that he made that call mid game like that. I don't know how you do that and still get respected by your team because that's just nuts.
Because he had to have been thinking about that for a while. He couldn't just be like, nah, I'm out. Like
maybe not though, because it's like if you're going through that and thinking of that, you probably put the call in early or give some kind of hint instead of going through OTAs, instead of going to all the workouts all year long. Like, hey, I'm thinking about leaving. I'm not going to show up to a whole lot of this stuff. I'm probably on my way out. If I do, I'll come up during training camp or before the season, and we'll get going from there. He went through everything, got there, and then during one of the first game, I guess they said these young boys are different. Is what he said. And he was like, you know what? The time is now. I wasn't thinking about it, but they put the call in. So he made a decision and did what he did. So
that was a funny day on Twitter for sure when he called it quits.
Sure. And he seems respected still. Like the guys laughed it off and weren't like hating on him. So he's not like completely scarred for life by that.
No.
Which is good. But yeah, definitely forever going to be a funny moment. And if it ever happens again, it's gonna be called Devontae. Someone else.
Devontae.
We'll see if Drew Brees is the first to pull that and leave the game. So yeah, definitely funny stuff going on everywhere. Whole lot of stuff going on with the NFL. Last week with the NFL, did you see April 1st? I believe it was. No, I think it was last week. There was a tweet that went out saying Colin Kaepernick finally got signed by a team. It said,
I think it was on April Fool's.
They said he got signed by the Jets, 1 year, $9 million, something like that. And even on April Fool's, fans like legit bought into
a couple of journalists like
journalists bought into it. Yeah. Everybody took the bait on that. They're like, "Oh, Colin Kaepernick finally got signed. He's finally back in the league. Sales went up for the Jets. People were rushing to be Jets fans. All kinds of
thank you, New York Jets, for
the Jets gained a whole bunch of like social media followers and all kinds of stuff.
Right.
All these reports about people taking the bait and really thinking that Kaepernick got signed, but turned out to be a hoax. Like you said, April 1st, April Fools. They took the bait and got played, and it's funny, but it also sucks because like. We see the impact that Kaepernick could have if he was back in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Like just by getting signed, he doesn't have to play. Just be in the league in some kind of way. And there's a whole bunch of fans that are ready to follow him wherever he goes, literally. Or whatever. So I think the NFL should take note of that and be like, okay, I know we have this quiet ban on him right now, or the not so quiet at this point ban on blackballing of him. Mm-hmm. Let's go ahead and bring him back. We see the impact that he could have. So hopefully they saw the joke, but saw the positive in it, and can get him back in the league because He's still young, I believe. He might only be like 31 or 32 now, if that. So give him another chance and let him do his thing. He still seems to have the talent. It's just all the other stuff that's coming into play. So, yeah.
The XFL reportedly tried to get him, but he wanted a bigger bag. So,
excuse me, Corona.
What?
What?
What was that?
I just had some. Never mind. Don't worry about it. Anyways, what I was saying was the XFL was not giving him NFL money. He's NFL talent, and this is not a Cardell Jones situation where you're NFL talent, but you're a third stringer. Last we saw from Kaepernick, he was at least second string on that 49ers team until he got hurt, I believe. So he has the resume, and from we last saw, to be considered to get NFL level money. So for XFL throwing out, hey, take this $1 million. If I was Kaepernick, I would kind of shake my head at that too. So I get it. And
he could be the face of the league for the XFL though.
Or the XFL goes under even quicker because they can't keep on paying him the money that he wants. There's two sides. I'm just throwing those out there. Yeah,
a lot of jerseys.
Yes, a lot. I get it. Would you get one? Would you get a Kaepernick XFL jersey?
Maybe, bro. Maybe.
I guess we gotta just wait
it
out.
It was LA, because I gotta rep my LA Wildcats.
They had nice jerseys too. I ain't gonna lie about that. I like the colorway.
Yeah.
Wildcats, you feel me? I can see that. But yeah. I hope Kaepernick gets another shot because it still seems to have his legs, still seems to be making that push, and he deserves. Or I believe, I don't know if he deserves at this point, but I would love to see him get another shot. So yeah, you gotta throw your hands up and wait and see. So
yeah, there's plenty of bad quarterbacks in the league. He could.
Oh my gosh,
he could definitely get a backup job for sure. And there's definitely a few teams he could start for if they put politics aside. But
yeah, it just gets difficult. I'm thinking too far. But it's difficult now when would you take a guy like, would you take Kaepernick or would you take Cam Newton for your team right now?
Probably Cam, just because we've seen him more recently. But I mean, he had the injuries, so like
he got cut for what we saw recently.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
You kind of pick your poison there, but
I don't know.
When you have that quality level of talent being cut as well, it makes it harder for him who's not been in the league to get back in. So yeah, we shall see. Definitely going to continue to watch the NFL and hope that we get to see some kind of product from them in the near future. So yeah, good stuff on that side. Turning to the NBA side, we already talked about KD. Well, there's also stuff going on with the Jordan doc approaching, and also just basketball in general. We just passed the NCAA tournament. We've had their championship this last week, and big news in high school as well that I want to address. So, first off, are you looking forward to the Jordan doc? Where we're getting close. I think it's this week, right?
Yeah, this Sunday.
Yeah,
so the first 2 episodes this Sunday. Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it for sure. That's like I don't care about the horse competition that the NBA got going on.
I didn't want to talk about that. Oh my god.
But this is the first thing like sports related that I've been like, oh yeah, like I'm definitely gonna tune in for that. Like I'll be on my couch watching that. Everything else, like the classic games, cool. Right. The horse, trash. The 2K tournament,
trash.
I'll pass. Mm-hmm. But the Jordan doc, I'm looking forward to that for sure.
Did you see there's a report that supposedly MJ said about the doc that's gonna make people hate him? Did you see that?
I mean, if we probably got to know him more, we probably would hate him because he seemed like kind of an asshole, low key.
Oh, very much so.
But I mean, like he's still the GOAT. Like I don't think it'll take away from that. But yeah, no, he might be right. He might be right that it'll make us hate him a little more.
And my thing with that now, I've seen a lot of people bring up the Jordan versus LeBron debate and the greatest of all time debate. And part of why they say Jordan or LeBron now is better than Jordan is because Jordan was a bad teammate. But do you think is that much of a factor when he's giving you the results that he is?
I'm so sick of the GOAT debates, to be honest, too.
Oh my!
That's all people can talk about now that we got no sports too. But for that question, like, as far as the greatest player ever, I don't think it matters how good of a teammate you are. It matters like the results. If you want to talk about best teammate, then he's probably not the GOAT in that aspect. but I don't think LeBron would be the GOAT for best teammate either. Like it'd probably be a role player for the best teammate. So
I was gonna say the best teammate probably is your boy Jared Dudley.
Exactly, like someone like that though. Honestly, like someone who's just like a glue guy. It's not usually going to be the alpha because like Kobe style, like he wasn't just like always trying to build each other up and have a fun time. Like he was trying to like build the toughness that he had in his team. It's that kind of thing. So you're not always going to be like liked by everybody too. So I don't know about that criticism of Jordan. Like take it with a grain of salt, I guess. Yeah.
Every leader is not supposed to be loved, supposed to be trusted. And I think you can trust MJ. And that's right. So but though I get what people are trying to say, they're trying to find some kind of chink in the armor that they can find to prove more of LeBron's point. The results that MJ made, that he produced over his career, it's hard to argue that he's not still the GOAT. So I think that him being hated in this doc might actually make more of an argument for him. If your team hates you that much and still able to get you 6 rings, what must that say? So,
sociopath Jordan, man.
Yeah, exactly. So definitely looking forward to the documentary. First 2 episodes come out this Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern time, something like that. I don't know. It's on ESPN Sunday afternoon. Check in. I don't know. Like that. I'll figure it out. But definitely good stuff going on there. And then, as we mentioned, the Michael Jordan and the GOAT, someone who may not ever get there, but at least is on a right trajectory right now. There's this kid in high school. I don't know how much high school basketball you're following. There's this kid that's sophomore. I forgot where he's located, but his name was Emoni Bates.
Right.
He's like 6. He's like a little KD right
like 6'9", yeah.
He's lanky and can do everything, it seems like, from the tape I've seen.
Yeah.
And he is the first sophomore ever to win the Gatorade National Player of the Year.
Right.
And my first thought with that is, damn, can it get any worse for seniors this year? First off, you don't get a chance to prove yourself. And then you get here and a sophomore takes your award that you probably worked all 4 years to finally get a chance to achieve. So there's that. But second is this kid's legit. And he may come into the league and end up having more hype behind him. He's going to be the next Zion, the next hype-wise, at least. We talked about Lonzo Ball, though he's not producing at that level. Just hype-wise, he's going to be the next big attraction in the NBA. And he's a sophomore year now, so he's like 2-3 years away. But this kid is somebody that you definitely need to pay attention to. Definitely a whole lot of talent there. And it's going to be interesting to see, now that he has his attention, he's already considered the next, whatever you want to call him. He's on Sports Illustrated and all this kind of stuff. He already has all the stuff he's already piling up.
Yeah, people already compared him to KD too.
Exactly. It's going to be interesting to see how he handles these next couple of years. Could he continue to go the high school route? Could he just say, I'm about to be that dude, I'm just go overseas, get paid for a few years, then come back? Yeah. He could. There's one stuff he could do.
They could make changes to the G League too.
I think there's already been
eventually make changes to where you can go straight from high school too. So
I think there's already been a quote saying that he does not want to play in college. Like I think there's a quote that literally said, if I go to the league right now, I would go. Like he's ready. Like mentally, at least. He's he knows. He knows.
He'd probably get cooked, but
no, I know that. But I'm saying mentally, he's ready to go.
Right.
Which is a good sign. So we'll see how that leads to the moves he makes over the next few years, and I can't wait to see it. He seems like a great talent already, and the sky's the limit for him right now, and hopefully we see it through. So, have you seen anything from him?
Yeah, I've seen some of his high school mixtapes and stuff, and I mean, I get the KD comparisons because his jumper is smooth. He has a pretty solid handle for a guy his size.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like he could do pretty much all of it, like decent athleticism for a guy his size. He's small. He'll have to get stronger for sure.
Definitely.
But I mean, with NBA trainers, you can do that. And KD's still walking on stilts and cooking in the NBA. So it might not even play that huge of a factor for him. I mean, I definitely see a bright future ahead if he continues on that trajectory and lands in the right situation too, because the NBA is a lot about where you land too. So,
something that's interesting. There's a lot of KD comparisons, as you already mentioned, and we talked about KD to start the show. while this is not meant to be a knock on KD at all, something that's been interesting to see as I've watched some of the few highlights I've seen of Emoni is that Emoni seems very aggressive. Like he attacks and he goes and does his thing and he's not shy about showing that he's that dude. KD, he is someone that just quiet, got the job done and would go about it and was just chill about it. So Emoni having that aggressive nature to him, it's gonna be fun to watch as he adds muscle to it and all that, as you mentioned, and develop his game. So yeah, definitely looking forward to watching him and all the other high school kids on the rise right now. So as I mentioned that, well, I think something we should do start doing going forward, if we can, is trying to find high school kids that are on the rise. They're high school seniors right now that weren't able to finish out their seasons. If there are some out there that are watching, will be a part of the show. I know we just gassed up this one kid, but there's others out there that deserve some recognition. I'd love to talk to y'all, bring y'all on here and talk to y'all and see where y'all heads are at and where y'all going next. So calling out to all the high school ballers out there, and hopefully that we can bring you on soon. So you definitely something I wanted to put out there, and yeah, we'll see what we can do about that. All right. Now moving on to other things.
Switching to quarantine radio. I just saw Tory Lanez is going live right now. I just saw
music side. Definitely a whole lot of stuff going on over there. Quarantine radio is going up. Tory Lanez is having a good time over there, doing a whole lot of stuff. Have you been watching?
Whole lot of stuff. Yeah.
We're on live. Your girl is watching the live.
The dude loves calcium. The dude loves calcium. That's for sure.
Have you been watching Tory Lanez and his lives?
I've seen some footage for sure. Definitely. Have you?
You know, I cover half of the screen and watch the other side.
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
No, I've seen.
I believe you for sure.
I've seen clips. You sent me some.
Whoa, I don't recall sending anything, but I'm definitely seen some footage for sure.
I think the group chat would show otherwise, but go ahead.
Might have been Matt. We're gonna have to bring Matt on here soon.
Yeah, we gotta bring Matt back as well. Matt's tempting us, but yeah. Good stuff there, and I'm loving what I'm seeing from what Tory's able to do with that platform. He's a
funny guy. I didn't realize how funny he was too. Also,
he never really showed that before, so that's not really not knowing. We just didn't get to see it. So yeah, he was doing that before. Now he's stepping out into a different light, and he's definitely a funny character that the world seems to enjoy. He's racking up hundreds of thousands of views every time he goes on live. So definitely great stuff there. Definitely entertaining. Definitely a lot of guests on there.
He's getting like 100,000 views. That's a lot of people
by himself.
A lot of entertainers on there too. Yeah, exactly.
By himself, and then he brings on Drake and jumps to 600,000. He brings on some random somebody jumps to 300,000. All this stuff going on. So he's created a great platform there, and many people are trying to follow suit, but aren't able to create what he has done there himself.
You listen to his album?
I was gonna say he's done a good job as well in turning that into attention to his album. Though the streams technically may not be there, I think he's done great. I think the sales weren't there. The sales were not there, but the streams were. He did a whole bunch of streams this first week. This new Toronto 3 project that he just dropped, and the last one on the label, he's been proclaiming about. I guess he's a free man now, a free artist, independent, and all that again.
Okay.
But he did a great job in turning that quarantine radio into streams for his album as well. And I heard it, and I enjoyed it. There's definitely good stuff on there. I think I don't want to say this as a knock, but this has always kind of been who he is. He is a great, what's the right word? Mimicker, doppelganger, wherever the word is. He's great at copying people's styles and making it into his own, and that you can enjoy. Like I heard the project, and this new Toronto series is usually the more rap side of him. He has a tape, which is the R&B side. So this side more towards the rap. Mm-hmm. There, as always has been with him, there's a whole bunch of Drake sounding songs on there. There's a few songs that remind me of like The Baby and people like that. He has different type of flows where it mimics other people, but he has enough of his own flavor that you enjoy it for him. It doesn't just annoy you as some replica. So there's good stuff on. Oh, pause, whatever. But good stuff. There's good stuff on there. It might last longer than a week. But there's a whole lot of stuff dropping this week as well that I'm going to be tuned into, so who knows. But Tory did drop a good project that deserved the accolades following off of the quarantine radio that he's continuing to do, as you mentioned. So, yeah.
It was decent. I'll say that.
He got the job done. That's what I'm trying to say. Like
special. I feel like quarantine radio kind of like overshadows it a little bit. Although he has used it to like market it.
Yeah, that was my point. He fed it.
It's getting the streams. It's getting the streams, yeah. But it wasn't like special to me. There's a couple tracks on there that are good that may catch, but I don't know. Just like kind of how we said with the past one, the Chicks Tape, was it 5 or something like that? Like it kind of came and went. Like I don't know if you still listen to that, but it kind of came and went. So
yeah,
that's kind of he's not one of my favorites. I'm not like on the heavy auto tune sound either, really.
right.
And how you said he kind of mimics a lot of other people too. It's not like a unique sound to me, really. So it was just kind of to me.
Got you. I mentioned to you at talking about Uzi and some I'm excited for Cardi and all these other people. Yeah, I've been
tell by your emojis, you're very excited for Cardi.
Relax. But as I mentioned to you in talking about those people, I've started to adapt more and like a lot more of the newer sounding artists. So with that, this new project we got from Tory, though there are many new sounding songs on there, but I do enjoy them, which is why I gave it the praise that I did earlier on. And yeah, I think it did a good job. This is a good project to come as a following quarantine radio. This is something that I think it meshes very well. A lot of good stuff on there. A few songs are going up on TikTok right now. I've been on TikTok. We are now on TikTok. I got clips going up on there as well. And part of one of the questions before we go back to Tory, one of our questions we got is, are you going to be on TikTok soon? We're waiting on the Alec. We're on the Tuesday slide from Alec. Are we getting that soon?
No, you will not be seeing me do any TikToks in the first place.
Fine.
You're definitely not going to see me dancing, and you're not going to see me doing the Tuesday slide. That's for sure.
Asking fan questions. I'm just asking. Now going back to Tory though, I do enjoy what I heard from him, and it was good stuff. So yeah, he did a good job, and we'll see where he goes with it next. He's been proclaiming about being independent, and we'll see what move he decides to make as a result of that. So good stuff there. What I wanted, something that made as far as the question in me that you brought up, you talked about this project not being special. This is kind of on the spot, and I don't really have an answer myself, but what's the last special project you've heard in the last few months or whatever the case may be? Got your attention, if you can remember.
I still think Party's album is gonna gain more traction as it goes. I really like that one. That's the one that stayed in my rotation. Let me see if I can look in my library real quick, because just off the top of my head, there's not a whole lot that really like sticks around, stays in rotation for me. I don't know about you. I know Uncle John is someone for you that you really like. I think he's got something coming soon, correct?
Face of Jason dropping April 21st. Definitely excited for that one. Definitely good stuff there. I'll be tuned in.
Definitely. I'll have to listen to that too. Recently, not a whole lot has like just stuck around for me. Like I've been making a lot of playlists with the music that I already have, just kind of what mood I'm in. But as far as new music, we still haven't really got a lot of the big drops that we've been waiting for too.
Right.
I think that contributes to it as well. Like like you said, we have like branched out a little bit as far as who we listen to and the different sounds, but our favorites or the mainstream favorites haven't really dropped recently. So I think once those start rolling out, those will probably stay in our rotations longer, a la Kendrick, Cole,
right?
Maybe Sean. That's another conversation. Drake and those type of artists, Rihanna,
right?
But some of the younger cats, they're still building their catalogs, still finding their sounds and stuff too. So
it's interesting though, because you talk about building, as you mentioned, building your catalog. Sometimes the guys are special; they grab you off the first song. I talk about a whole lot in here. Isaiah Rashad. First time I heard Sylvia demo, I'm like, oh, I'm hooked. Like he was somebody, like, oh, I'm there.
Yeah.
Guys like Griselda and all those guys, I listen to a whole lot now. As soon as I heard them the first time, I'm like, oh, these guys are different. I like what I'm hearing. So certain guys don't need to build their catalog. They just need to just the sound. Too many people right now are still trying to duplicate everybody else rather than developing their own sound, and it shows why certain guys kind of get lost in the mix. So I think that people need to. This is kind of a different thing, but I had a conversation with a friend a couple of days ago, just about how movies are still keep repeating themselves. There was, I think I heard it on. With that being said, actually, they're talking about how John Wick or Keanu Reeves is coming back around for Matrix 4 or something like that. And with all the kind of stuff going on, there's the same thing that's going on in the music industry. Everybody kind of copying each other and just doing repeats and remakes and all that kind of stuff. It's kind of what we're getting right now. A lot of guys are Uzi had a great album with this type of sound. I'm gonna just take this sound and make it mine, and we'll just keep rolling from there. So there's a lot of people that are kind of doing the same thing, and I hope that there's some of an evolution of a sound where people can be more distinct in who they are. I think what's great right now, something I mentioned to you, this kind of lo-fi wave that I've been on a whole lot lately. I'm not really that, but people just on the underground, whatever you want to call it, underground. I know underground artists don't like being called that. Right. Underground wave, just in short to call them that. It's something that I like a whole lot. They sound a lot different than anything else that I hear online. And a lot of the albums I get there, I enjoy. So definitely is good stuff there. There's good stuff mainstream as well. We talked about how we have our 5 view list every week. Troy mentioned dropped. A kid named 2K Baby dropped. But there's a Rumor, who came out with that one song that went viral online a few weeks ago, kind of the country rap kind of song that kind of took off. I don't know if you remember that one. I don't remember that. But there are people that are coming up and still trying to make a name for themselves. So you just continue to give them a chance and hopefully one of them grabs you. So definitely. There's good stuff out now if you find it. As I mentioned with our list, that are out now. There's stuff there you can go through and listen to. But hopefully there are more that continue to gain our attention. So definitely hoping for more special music that comes our way. And I'm excited for this week. I think we're getting some big projects. This kid that's out of Atlanta, his name is Kenny Mason, started a project already. I think it was yesterday, called Angelic Hood Rat, which may have a funny name for if that's your first time hearing it, but Kenny Mason is a good rapper. He had a song that took off a little bit last year called Hit. That was pretty good. He's on the rise, and people seem to love him a whole lot. And I'm gonna really listen to this album and see what he's about. So Kenny Mason's dropping. Someone who I've listened to a whole lot. Someone I mentioned on here had my favorite verse on the Dreamville project. Deontay Hitchcock. He has an album dropping May 13th. So a few weeks from now. But he announced it, and with a new song with Jid that's on there. That's pretty good. So there's music that's gonna be out, that's coming out soon. That sure is to grab our attention, and just continue to look around or continue to look here. We have all that you need on our page. So you see a link below for all our podcast listeners. IG at Section.300, Twitter Section.300 Pod. Follow us there. Great stuff there. And we can continue to look for the next big thing. So hoping for more great music on the way. With that, I really don't know. There's technically a lot to talk about still. There's random stuff that's going on, but I don't know if you care about anything else at this point.
I think we pretty much covered. Yeah, I think we pretty much covered what we wanted to.
On to the fan questions yet? We had one earlier on, but I think we still got more we can address. So we're gonna turn to fan questions for all y'all listening to all the podcasts. We're still gonna go live on IG. I think I mentioned that before, but just to reiterate, follow us online, Section.300 on IG. We're on live there. You can ask us questions and interact with us during the show. We have Lexi and Alana and Rocco and all these people tuned in to our lives. They're all talking it up on there. They want us to talk about Animal Crossing. I'm not doing that, but there are other questions that are on there that we can definitely answer. So Lexi asked the question, and I'll ask you, how are you staying busy during quarantine?
Oh, you asking me?
Yeah.
I thought you were answering first. Okay. Well, like I said, boring. This is kind of a boring answer, but I got classes I'm finishing up for Arizona, so that takes up half my days usually, probably. But then, other than that, listening to podcasts, watching TV series, which I'm almost done with Tiger King. I don't know if you checked that out yet.
I haven't got to it yet.
You got to check it out. So we can.
I'm very behind on shows.
What I did finish finally, I'm way behind. Is I finished the Aaron Hernandez doc, and that was really good. That was really good. We never talked about it because I haven't watched it, but that was sad. It was a sad story.
We have more time, but we'll deep dive it again. So yeah, definitely we'll talk about that. So
but yeah, watching series. What else? FaceTime with my girl.
That's a safe answer.
Yeah, I mean it's a true answer. That's a daily routine. Listening to music, eating too much, playing video games. Yeah.
Are you playing video game? What you playing?
I pretty much play MLB The Show. That's my game.
What are you on?
What's that?
What system?
Oh, it's an old system I got, old PSP.
Got you.
Yeah.
So get that PS4. Me, you, Matt, anybody else that plays PS4, we can run on there and get Call of Duty going or 2K or whatever. I haven't played a whole lot, but when I find time, I've been tuned into all that and have enjoyed it. So yeah, good stuff there. Me, like I said, every once in a while, I've been going on and playing video games when I have a little bit of free time. But also I've been working out, That's still my job still open as I mentioned before. So doing that still, reading a little bit more. Just trying to do a lot of things. I mentioned the brand I'm working on, Breadwinners Inc. We still going up. So a lot of good stuff going on still that I'm working on and trying to pass the time.
Yeah, I definitely need a tank top because this long sleeve is hot.
Oh, great stuff on the way, bro. Great stuff on the way. I love the collection I just put together, and I can't wait to share it with y'all. But first, this is great as well. These first shirts that we still have, get these while they're still available, and I would love to see y'all wearing it. So yeah,
support Black business.
Exactly, all about Black business right now. I appreciate that. So yeah, that's going on. And you mentioned with TV shows. As I've been working out, I put shows on in the background. Since I'm at home, I've been going to the gym. I just do at-home workouts. I put the TV on in the background. And I finally got to watch Snowfall. I finished Snowfall season 3. Okay. I don't know if you watched that yet. But
I haven't.
Great show that I've been on. It's definitely filled the void that Power left. Power left a bad taste in my mouth a while ago. And I started watching Snowfall to replace it. And it definitely has got the job done. I thoroughly enjoyed that. So season 3 just wrapped up, or at least season 3 was just on Hulu, just available now, and on the way. So I've been watching that. But yeah, I finally finished that. Haven't watched Dave yet. Won't be watching it.
You got to check out Dave.
I just can't do it.
But they're surprising. It's some funny stuff.
Maybe one day, but in the meantime, I've been watching Snowfall and all the other stuff. So maybe one day I'll get to it. But for now, yeah, that's what
I got a lot of shows on my list that I'm looking forward to checking out that I haven't got to yet. Like Ozark. I don't know if you watched that one too, but
you said Noah's Ark.
Where's that?
You said Noah's Ark.
Ozark.
Oh yeah, I gotta watch Ozark.
Noah's Ark.
Noah's Ark. What are you talking about? Yeah,
I'm on my biblical-ish.
I don't know. Maybe you are Noah's Ark. I don't know, but yeah. I'm gonna check Ozark. I was a big fan of Ozark, so definitely gonna tune into this latest season. I've heard a lot of good things about that. So we've been told by our girls that we need to read our Bible.
I do read my Bible actually. Thank you very much. How was your Easter, by the way?
Huh?
How was your Easter?
Oh, that was my first day off in a while. I was working the week before that, so that day I was just trying to get some things done. So kind of busy, to be honest, but still solid. How was yours?
No family dinner.
Yeah, we get that, the usual, but the usual go out to church and things. Everything is closed right now, so family church thing, and then on to the next. I got other stuff done. So cool. How about you?
Yeah, no, we did. My dad's a pastor, and we have church service at our house usually too. So
I know that was tense.
Why would that be tense, bro?
You said your dad's a pastor, so he probably had the whole setup.
It was not tense, bro.
Oh, all right, man.
And we set up the Zoom too, so like my grandmother and other family members could watch too. So that was cool. And then we had like Easter dinner too, and yeah, it was nice. I mean, small, just staying in the house, staying safe. Obviously, it sucks for. I think you got a birthday coming up next month, right?
Yeah, May 6th.
Yeah, so hopefully we can get out of the house. I think the stay-at-home order is still through the 15th, huh?
Yeah, so I'll be we can Zoom. We'll just Zoom it. We'll figure it out.
I'll light a candle for you on this end.
Exactly. So
cool.
Yeah. With that,
I got everything.
I think that's it too, bro. I think that's another episode in the books. Appreciate everybody watching on our live. Thank you for all the comments and questions that you've been sending. For those watching on YouTube, thank you for tuning in there. For those on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts, appreciate the love. Find us next week. Back again, episode 60. Hopefully we got a guest that can join us as well this time around. That can add some great content for us as well. So another great episode in the books. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Thank you guys so much for watching wherever you watch. I'm out here. I don't know how to end it. That's all I got. Episode 60 or episode 59.
59. Come on.
We out of here. Peace.